Video is going over tokens that are used on our website. A token is a representation of a piece of data. We use tokens throughout the website so that common items such as phone numbers, company names, emails, addresses, etc. can be represented by a token instead of having to manually type that information over and over again throughout the website. The reason why we do this is so that anytime that information needs to be updated, you can simply update the token instead of going through the website and changing it if it needs to be changed. You can use tokens that are on the system already, and you can also create your own tokens if you've found that there is something in common throughout the website that needs to be represented over and over again and might need to be changed at the token level. To access the token list, you need to be logged into the website, and under Structure, you'll see Custom Tokens. If you click on that, you're going to see a list of all the tokens on the website, and it looks like this. You'll see that it says machine name and then type. These are the two fields that you need to be aware of. You can also edit the tokens, and this is what I mean by editing them at the token level. So for instance, we have a token for the Request an Appointment button on the website. I'll show you where that is. Right here. If I want to change what that says, I simply go in here to edit it and change the content. Once I update that, it's going to update what's on this button. Likewise, if I want to change where that URL goes to, there is one that says Request an Appointment URL. And I can change where all the Request an Appointment links for this token go to, so I can change the path. But more importantly, the types of tokens that I was previously talking about are things like cities, emails, social media accounts, so like Facebook, Google, etc. These are things that can and do often change. Or, let's put it this way, it's easier to just use the token because then it will be similar throughout the website. It'll be the same thing. So how do we use the token? So I'm going to take the most common one, which is the phone number one. And up here, you're going to see I'm going to edit this. And right here, you'll see telephone number practice : click to call. And then the display practice : phone. The phone number that's displayed is this token, phone practice. You'll see it's in reverse order. So if you want to display this phone number, you use the token practice : phone. Click to call is how people click on the phone number. So that would be the path to get to the phone number. And if you look here, click to call, that is the format for the number when it's used as a hyperlink. So a space href equals quote tell : plus that number, close quotes, close bracket. And that will be the link. And that's why these two are different, right? So the practice click to call is going to be the format for the phone number when you click to call it on your device. Whereas the phone number that's displayed, practice phone, is going to be the one that looks like that, like an actual phone number. If we look at the About Us page, you'll probably see that there may be some numbers or cities or even information about the business. If we look into editing that page and we look at the source code, you're going to see right here, practice city, practice state, practice request an appointment. So there's that request an appointment URL, super important. So let's go over these easier ones. Practice city, practice state. This is used for SEO, right? Because we need to make sure that the geographical area is being noted for our clients. So when you're using city and state, it's much easier to use this information in the tokens because let's say they move or change where they're really trying to target things, then we can just simply change it here and that will be changed throughout the website. Once I update the token, it is changed throughout the website. So I think we understand that bit, but let's talk about this bit, which is really important to me. So this is the request an appointment URL. This is the URL that it's displayed when people want to schedule an appointment. So it's the link to where your company is going to go and where your clients are going to go and schedule an appointment. It's really important to use the token, and I'll tell you why. This is the one thing that changes the most on websites. Clients often change who they work with for their scheduling software. They may use one type of third-party system to schedule appointments, and then in a couple months they might decide that they have gotten a better deal from another company. So it's important to use the token for the request an appointment URL because this is the path where people are going to request appointments. So if it updates and changes and you haven't used the token, it means that you're going to have to go through the entire website and update it manually, or else the client's going to be very upset because some of the links may go to their old appointment system. Here, this one goes to this form. That's all well and good, but let's say it's supposed to go off-site somewhere else, right? Then not changing this token, not making it a token means that, again, you're going to have to go through and change it manually. Whereas in the tokens, if it's all set up correctly, all we have to do is go back to this request an appointment URL. There we go. And we would change it right here. So if it's off-site, it would be an off-site link like www.appointments.com or whatever the path was that the people needed for their appointment scheduling software. So again, whenever you're looking at the tokens and you want to use them in your scenario, you want to do bracket, this first, colon, this next, and bracket. So I'm going to go back over here and we're going to take a look at the way that it works just to make sure that you can see how it looks. And if we go down here and we look at the source code, you can see right here bracket, practice, colon, city, and bracket. And that's how you use your token. Just like you would put it in the link here, just like that. And that's it. I hope that was helpful.